Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I have a new video for you, and this is a special video because I've got 3 perfumes from the same house, and in a way I'm doing this kind of a video for the first time. So basically I got myself 3 of these beautiful and iconic perfumes from the house of Initio, and I have been using them for a few weeks now, not for a very long time. So I am in a position to give you my review as well as give you the first look, and they have been my favorite perfumes, so I got them over a period of time, and I thought I should do like 3-in-1 kind of a video so that I can give you an overall look of all the 3 perfumes as well as my review. And so before we start with the video, I want you to take a look of all the 3 perfumes as they are. Hope you like that. So first up, I will start with my favorite. Actually all 3 are my favorite, that's why I got them. But the first fragrance that caught my eye when the Initio range I watched them for the first time, this is the first fragrance that I got from this house, and that is Oud for Greatness. This is a beautiful packaging. Now this is only the cardboard packaging which comes at the top, at the outside, on the outside. This is the box, beautiful black and gold design, and this is how the box will open. You have to be careful because it's a little stiff here. You can see there's a little demarcation here, and this is how you have to lift it up, and be careful because though the perfume is fixed inside, it's a little stiff. Inside the perfume sits like this. This is a velvet interior. So overall, once you take out the perfume, get a closer look at the box. So there's a lot of support given to the bottle over here. So even if it is coming by courier, the packaging is 100 on 100. Now comes the bottle. This is the black and gold design. It's written Oud for Greatness, and here it's written Black Gold Project. Now the Initio is inscribed here. Now about the perfume. Now see, I could say a lot of things about this design and everything, but honestly this has been my scent of the day, so I am little intoxicated with this perfume because today morning I got up, after I showered and everything, I sprayed this, and ever since I have been like under a spell, sort of. It's so intoxicating, it's so beautiful, and it's super long lasting. Even now it's on me, and I can sniff, I can get the smell, I can get the vibrancy of the oud and the perfume. And I don't know if I should say this, but right after lunch I kind of dozed off, and I had a solid like 1 hour sleep, and if you can see, there's a lot of puffiness around my face. That is the result of that afternoon siesta, and which I usually avoid. Sleeping in the afternoons is not my type, and it's something I avoid a lot. I've never really supported that sleeping after lunch thing, but I just somehow, I don't know if I've been not sleeping well lately, so I just dozed off, and it was because of this perfume. It got me so relaxed and so pampered. I kind of dozed off, and I just woke up some time back, and I was like, oh my god, I woke up from, like, I felt like Rip Van Winkle, so That's how I was feeling. I didn't want to get up. I knew I had to film this video, so I really had to get on working and all, but it was the best sleep in a long time. So coming back to the perfume, there's a lot of sweetness to the oud. Now what happens is, oud is something which is very difficult to suggest, because I know a lot of you are buying perfumes on my suggestion, so that kind of frightens me at times, because these are expensive perfumes, and if you are buying based on my suggestions, and if you don't end up liking them as much as I do, then I feel responsible for the expenses that you have incurred, and they have not even been kind of worth it. So having said that, so I will never suggest you, if you are new to the idea of oud fragrances, I will never suggest you to buy something like tobacco oud or oud wood or any other fragrance which I have sniffed from the Tom Ford range, because you really need to grow on oud a lot longer to be able to appreciate those fragrances. Initio oud, on the other hand, is one that is oud which is very sweet, which has been sweetened a lot. So this is something you will fall in love with. I mean, this is something that nobody can help but fall in love with. And the oud is strong, but then it is treated in such a way that raw woodiness, that raw sharpness of the wood is not there, which is there in Tom Ford fragrances. Here it's far more, I can't say diluted, because the oud is very strong over here. There aren't too many notes to confuse you. Oud is the dominant role. Oud is playing the dominant role over here, but then there's a lot of sweetness added to that oud that makes it so much more lovable, likable, so much more wearable actually, because this is a unisex perfume. And I think like there are many niche fragrances that are unisex, but this is one that women and men both can wear with equal ease. Women, I know, if you talk about women like me, we are more prone to sweeter perfumes and something more elegant in nature, but oud for greatness, when we hear it's a unisex perfume, okay, so men and women both can wear it. But this is one perfume that is not leaning towards men or towards women. This is one perfume that's perfectly balanced, neutral, and is very high on longevity, very high on longevity. The projection depends on how much you spray, of course. Definitely the projection is good, but not very, the sillage is also not very heavy, but at the same time it's not like low, it's quite good, especially people coming around you. And at the same time, I dare say that it's safe not to overspray this. You don't want, this is very thick, this is very dense, intense kind of a perfume, and I'm not sure if I can wear this in the hotter months of May and June. I will definitely try, and once I do, I will give you my updates. But having said that, I will never overspray it even during the winters, because as I said, it's, in my opinion, it's very thick, very dense, and such perfumes need to be sprayed very judiciously. And if you spray it at all the pulse points, it's going to be enough, and you don't need to overspray. Just make sure you identify the points, the pulse points where you will be spraying, and keep it to that. Don't spray it all over like we do with certain perfumes. This is not your general easygoing perfume that you can just go around and spray it all over yourself. Don't do that. It will cause you a headache. It will make you feel nauseous after a while. It's very thick and very dense, and it will kill you with its sweetness. It will absolutely kill you with its sweetness. So do not overspray if you are using it already. Now I come to a very important question, whether or not it's a safe blind buy. because for me it was a blind buy. There's no way I can try Initio at a boutique in Calcutta and try it out. But for all of you guys, you can do one thing. You can definitely go for a decant first and then go for the full bottle. Or else, if you are convinced of your liking for oud fragrances, then definitely you can go for a full bottle at first go. But because it's expensive, I will always suggest you go for a decant. I now come to the second perfume that I have in this range. This is called Initio, the same design as in red, and this is Initio Blessed Baraka. Same way of opening the bottle, the box. This is the bottle. This is the same way it is seated in that cradle of velvet here, and this is the bottle. I'm so happy. I've got 3 of the best in this range. I mean, of all the perfumes of Initio, 3 of the best. Of course there are many other, but I could not, this is all I could afford at that time, like successively. But so first up, the word Baraka is of Arabic origin. It means blessing. So okay, there's a storm outside. It just came up right now. Right, I can continue. So Baraka means blessing, and every time you say ooh, that's a blessing. Every time we say Baraka, I suppose we are showered with some good wish, good fortune. So this was launched in 2015, and the perfumer behind this beautiful piece of work is Alberto Morillas. The notes of this perfume is very simple, very clean cut, and without much confusion. There are not too many, just 3 of the best notes in my opinion. My favorite 3 notes: sandalwood, musk and amber. That's all you need. Okay, you get the sandalwood, you get the musk, you get the amber. It's like amber, musk, sandalwood. These 3 are very heavy, intense, and very creamy. Of course, with sandalwood, of course that is all there, but there is a alcoholic vibe in the middle. Now, the use of these 3 heavy, thick type of dense type of ingredients, amber, musk and sandalwood, can give you the feeling that this is pretty dense, pretty intense. Trust me, it is not. When on the skin, this kind of spreads itself to this beautiful sandalwoody and yet very fresh. There is something that is allowing it to become very fresh the moment it touches the skin, and I don't know, it becomes very diluted on the skin, not a thick scent kind of a thing, not very dense, and it brings a very likable, very comfortable, you know, if you're wearing it even during the day, I think it will be very comfortable kind of a perfume. And if you're wearing it for longer hours, you need that comfort level from this. So beautiful. Okay, so I come to the third and final Initio fragrance that I have with me today, which is, I got a tester bottle of this, which obviously allowed me a little pocket friendly price. So there's no elaborate packaging with this, so it comes in a very simple pack, and this is Rehab, and I'm so glad I got it because this is a beautiful, beautiful. This was launched in the year 2018, and it has bergamot, it has lavender. Definitely you get the freshness of the bergamot at the top. Then it has vetiver, it has gaiac wood, it has sandalwood, it has cedar, so a lot of woodsy notes kind of working their way, and then it has musk and patchouli as well, and it has lavender at the top also. So what happens is, this is a fragrance that is far more lighter and fresher. Okay, one more thing I have to say this, guys, because I have also watched, there was a time when I did not have this perfume with me, and I watched a lot of videos of Initio perfumes, and there was a lot of talk about this being a tobacco fragrance, and that confused me to an extent, because I have not been able to detect any tobacco both in the notes on Fragrantica as well as when I sniff it. Vetiver, yes, a bit of the woody notes along with the creaminess of the sandalwood, it all is there, but I don't find any tobacco. So this is something that has confused me a lot, quite a lot, and I would really appreciate if any one of you to tell me if you can find, if you're using Rehab, and if you can find any tobacco, if you can find any tobacco notes in it, or even a hint of it, let me know. And that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. I will be coming up with a very interesting video next time, so keep watching and stay tuned. Till then, lots of love. Bye.